this year. That's right, as the title would suggest, we've got the first drive in the all-new Koenigsegg Regera. Brake horsepower, and that power, 1,160 brake horsepower, is from the engine alone. So you might be wondering where the other power is coming from. Well, this thing has 3 electric motors. There's one directly on the drive shaft and 2 at the rear wheels. Now, it's powered by a 5-litre V8, which is from the Regera RS, but with the 3 hybrid motors, it has the combined power of 1,479 brake horsepower. So each rear wheel has its own electric motor and another directly on the crank, which is actually used to recharge the battery and operate as a starter motor. But that single electric motor develops more power than your average hot hatch at 240 horsepower, while the other 2 motors on the rear wheels generate a combined 440 brake horsepower. So that's just shy of 700 horsepower just from the electric motors alone. So to give that a spot of context, that's more than an entire Tesla. One of the really unique things about the car is single drive gearbox that powers all of this incredible machine. All I know is it's able to channel all of that torque through the rear wheels alone, and we're about to experience what that thing's like firsthand. Let's hit it. Okay, while we are waiting to go up the hill, we're conveniently sat behind a Regera RS. Now, the significance of that is it recently set, actually I think today, amazingly, we are on Michelin's PS4S tyres, which I drove back last year in Thermal Raceway. That was in an M4. Today we're in a car where I think the exhaust tip is 3D printed from titanium that's worth more than an entire M4. But still, similar tyre, similar compound. We're going to get on this hot sticky asphalt. See you at the top for what is undoubtedly going to be a ridiculous ride. Let's see how this thing puts power to pavement shortly. This is unbelievable. Yeah, let's do this. What's known as a ride of a lifetime. Are you ready? Dude, we're going, we're going, we're going. Up we go. The single gear is crazy. The single gear is so crazy. The top. Woo, it's like the craziest, most powerful concept I've ever seen. Oh my god. The speed is insane. I am feathering this throttle, absolutely feathering it. It's absolutely sensational experience. The crowd is huge. Look at the crowd. Have you heard it? Wow. I'm going to slow down by the Flint wall because this is not my car and it's about £2.5 million. Good God. What an honour. Here we go. Over the finish line. Whoa. Whoa. Try one more straight line first. Good Lord. Well, just like that it was over. And I guess it should be with speed like that. What a monumental honour and have the first drive in this car. We're going to park it behind the other car. So, there's actually 3 electric motors on this car that contribute to that incredible 1500 horsepower. As a result, and in the true nature of Koenigsegg, the amount of details and information that you can get on the systems on this car is incredible. So we've got the central electric motor temperature. So central electric motor, there's 3 motors. The back, left and right wheels have their own motors, and then the central drivetrain on this single gear drivetrain has its own motor. So you've got central electric motor temperatures and left and right motor temperatures. The combined power of those 3 is 700 horsepower. And then you've got battery pack voltage, the cell temperature, the rear axle temperature, torque converter temperature. This is much more like we're in some sort of aviation technology than we are in a car. It's really is something to behold and to witness it and feel how effortlessly it puts all of this technology, even to read about it and to digest it several times. It's complicated to get your brain around it, but what's very special is that when you just want to simply make this thing drive, it is so seamless and effortless. I think that is the trick from Koenigsegg, is making something so incredibly complex just so usable. Very impressed so far. I also want to introduce you to something special. Do you remember when I took my Speciale to Dubai? I took it to MVN Motorworks. Well, this first drive is also helped out by these guys. There's some big projects coming in the works with those guys, which I shall unfold soon. But it's wicked to be seeing them over here, all the way over from Dubai. Provided some pretty awesome protection and made this thing look so good for this drive. And there's some really big news coming with that I shall share with you in the coming weeks or months. But keep an eye out, because I'm very excited about it. But nothing more exciting than driving the Regera up the hill for the first time.